What's up, guys? It's been a while. I can finally take a little bit of a breath now, so here I am announcing the winners for my Halloween art contest. It is 12:33 at midnight, so I want to be a bit quiet here. So yeah, I'm not showing every single submission here, but you can see them in this text channel of my Show Stage Discord, which is an event Discord, by the way, not a community Discord, so I won't be there very often, so don't expect to see me. Now, the last contest I did was much easier to judge because there just wasn't as many submissions. But this time there were over 100 submissions, and so many of them were so good that I felt so bad having to pick specific ones out of them because I understand how much effort you all may have put into your work, and I appreciate all of it, okay? I've seen every single submission, so rest easy knowing I have admired your piece and may have considered it for the top 15. There are going to be 10 honorable mentions and 5 submissions for the top 5. All honorable mentions will get just a CC code, while the top 5 will get a CC code and prize money on either PayPal or Steam. If you choose Steam, please note that I will have to have you added on Steam for a few days first before I can send you the money, and then remove you from my friends list. So there will be a delivery time basically, and of course I have to remove you because I don't want to clog my friends list. So 5th and 4th place both get $5, while 3rd place gets 10, 2nd place gets 20, and 3rd place gets 30. Alright, let's begin with honorable mentions with no particular order. First in honorable mentions is going to be Master or Microwave Art. Now this is the specific piece that I saw that led him into the honorable mentions, but I also want to note that the bigger reason is the fact that they submitted 10 whole submissions for this contest. I don't know how you found that kind of motivation to draw that many pieces, but I applaud you, especially since they're all different pieces and they aren't just the same theme over and over. So very good job, dude. Second is Rukia. This is a very cute piece honoring my favorite prompt here with the Wolf Scarlet. I actually really like the shading she does, and the little comic text bubble really brings it together. She also submitted another piece here that is actually animated. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to display it as a video for you guys on screen, but it was animated, which is very impressive as well, so very good job. Third is Illumi with a Volkov drawing. The colors on this one really pop out to me. The background works really well with Volkov, and I think they created a very clean piece that is very appealing to look at. I also believe this is one of, if not the only Volkov drawing in the entire contest, so props to them for giving him some love, and very good job to you. The 4th honorable mention is Allorb, or previously named Ramen Arms, with their Caspian. I'm very aware you were still refining your style during this time, Owl, but your Caspian and your Scarlet submissions were still very good. They were fantastic. You got that signature glow going on, and I think you've created 2 immaculate submissions for my contest, so thank you very much, and very good job to you. The 5th honorable mention is Frescanzo. They submitted 2 submissions, but the one that I believe earns them an honorable mention is the Freet Scarlet. It's a very unique prompt to take on, and I think they pulled it off wonderfully. I think it matches the Halloween theme very well, and it's really cool to see how people depict Scarlet in different ways. And as an Afreet has got to be one of the coolest depictions in the entire contest, so props to you for this one, Frescanzo. The 6th submission is Funky Pepe's Werewolf Costume Scarlet, another one doing my favorite prompt and doing it very well indeed. The style is very different from most other submissions. I can't really put my finger on what the style is. I think it's the fact that there's no visible line art that makes this one feel so different, but they make it look very, very clean, and the pose is also badass, so this is definitely one of my favorites of the contest, so very good job, man. 7th is Aurora, drawing a Halloween party scene. Now, this one really makes me happy because it's a drawing of our friend group, basically. There's Allorb hiding under the table, I'm on the left, Shafor and Rue in the middle, Super's hanging on the banner on the back. There's Lorman, which is the guy with the L on his face behind the coffin. There's Max to the right of that, J-Med, Mega Gamer, Aurora himself, and Planet Micro as a candy. This one is just straight up fun, and I love it very much. So I know you put tons of effort into this one, and I want you to know it's all worth it. Great job, man. Good hustle on the last few days too. So yeah. 8th is going to be a Lilith Poise submission, which has got this fantastic flair to it. The pose is super cool, but the costume is really out there. It reminds me a lot of Ryuko Matoi from Kill la Kill, which is, I love that anime. And this is another one of my favorite fun ones out of the contest. And I had a very hard time judging this one with the ones above it, so good work, bro. I love it, tons of charm. The 9th honorable mention goes to Milo, or Eraziel, for this badass Scarlet drawing. It's more of a traditional style, and I think it works to great effect here. The drawing is actually quite vague and mysterious on what is going on in the piece, and I find that very intriguing, like, where is this taking place? What are those skeletons? And of course you have Scarlet drifting on her rocket launch, which has got to be one of the coolest things ever. So again, I had a ton of trouble judging this one from the ones above it, so you really put me in a hard spot, bro. Very good job to you. And finally, the last honorable mention goes to Ishmerru, who is the only person to have made an entire animation for my contest. You can see the entire submission in the Discord, but man, here's the thing. It may look simple to like a lot of viewers, but I have been in the animation game before. From 2012 to 2014, I was in the Fluid Anims community, the stick page community. I did RHG battles, the stick fight animations and all, and I know how painful it is to animate. To be fair, I did use a mouse back then because I thought that's how everyone animated. But frame by frame animation is really tedious regardless, and it takes serious dedication to pull off. Plus, Ishmerru's got the sound design too, as well as sick angles and such. So very high props to you, good sir, for going for an animation. Very, very good job. Now, we're going to the top 5. Starting with Leo. Now this piece really, really impresses me. Like, it's got so much warmth and charm to it, from the glow of the pumpkin illuminating everything around it to Cassidy's hilarious expression from just above the table. It's just so comforting, yet still so Halloween. Like, I absolutely love this piece, and I would love to see more of your work, bro. So yeah, please hit me up with some social media if you can. Next, in 4th place is RVL's drawing of someone I actually cannot tell. Forgive me, bro, but on the front, I think it's Mirage, but they clearly have the scythe and the blasters, so I'm actually not really sure. This is 100% one of the best followers of the Halloween theme. Like, the background is super spicy, the details are very well done. I really like the scythe especially. It's just super sick. I don't know what else to say. Now, the top 3 begins with Sir Rappa, bringing here a very adorable piece. Again, following my favorite prompt on the left, Scarlet looks very, very cute there, but we also have Clown Cassidy on the right. Who would have thought? And even a Yumiko in the center. And a very cool detail Rappa put in was actually the fact that the candy Yumiko is holding is candy corn. And I was actually seeing if anybody would catch that in my contest announcement video. And Rappa is one of those keen listeners. They saw that I mentioned that I really like candy corn. Aside from that, this piece has a ton of charm to it. The background comes together very well with the little story they're putting together here, and I absolutely love it. 2nd place goes to Nathan, Etienne, or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it. They actually won my last art contest and was able to do another top placement this time around. Their piece is an absolute nightmare, and it fits right in with this contest. The background is 3 of my favorite Brawlhalla legends, but like contorted and combined in this huge disfigured creature with the 4 unfortunate protagonists sitting in the foreground. I'm sure you guys can identify them perfectly well, but this is a spectacular piece, and I think you've definitely stepped up your game from the last contest. So fantastic job, man. Keep it up. Now finally, this took a very long time for me to decide, but I have nonetheless made my decision. The first place for my Halloween art contest will actually not go to just one person. I simply could not decide between these 2 pieces. And those 2 artists will both now receive an equal prize of $25 instead of the original $30 is none other than Shifor and Max. I was completely blown away by their submissions. Like, they were actually on vacation, I believe, when the contest was even announced. So I was actually quite surprised they even participated. These 2 pieces are just both so well staged, and they take the contest in 2 different directions. Like, Max goes with a badass 2-team split kind of deal, on the bottom half holding Shifor with the werewolf Scarlet, Max as the skeleton Koji, Aurora as Aurora, Rue as a ghost, while I'm on the top with my gang. Super shows up twice actually as the evil wizard Koji and this little giraffe guy. Mega Gamer's in the right corner, there's Micro and Lorman on the left, and I'm of course in the middle right as an evil wolf Scarlet. On the other hand, Shifor focuses on Scarlet, but 5 ways. I think that's a vampire Scarlet on the left with the sick pose and the cape. A witch Scarlet, where I'm actually very glad she took a different take than the current Bewitching Scarlet skin. And she even has Super on my shoulder again, and a bunch of cute little goats. The Demon Scarlet is in the center, with the death of all of my friends hovering around it. Werewolf Scarlet, of course, as the 4th depiction, very cool and badass. And even No Leg Scarlet, which is a direct reference to the Epic Battle Fantasy series, which is a browser game I used to play a ton when I was a kid. So yeah, that one really hit me hard. Both of these pieces have just so much charm to them. They're so cute, they're so badass. The colors pop out, the lines are so well defined. They both just come together so well. And it was just impossible for me to pick between them, so I have to give first place prize to both of you. So congratulations. And congrats to, of course, everyone else I mentioned. And to all the people who participated. You're all winners, alright? To me, you all made such good art. I actually selected over 50 submissions on my first round of judging because there were just so many good submissions, and it really broke my heart to have to pick my absolute favorites. But just know I value each and every one of you guys' efforts, and just thank you very much for participating in my little contest. As for the prizes, I'll DM you guys about it sometime between now and tomorrow. If you got a top 5 prize, I'll keep my DMs open long enough to figure out how I'll get you your prize money. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for participating, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.